Hey and welcome to the daily Arsenal news show. Let's begin with our daily news. Arsenal to make another attempt to keep Eddie Nketiah. Arsenal will likely add a number of new players to their squad in the summer, but they probably also have to reconsider their outing stars as well. The likes of Alexandre Lacazette, Mohamed Elneny and Eddie Nketiah will be out of contract in the summer. If things don't change, they will leave the club as free agents, but the Gunners are interested in keeping the latter. Nketiah is enjoying a sustained run in the first team for the first time in a very long time, but it's coming just at the end of his current deal. The club has attempted to hand him a new one, but he turned them down. He has been in stunning form since he returned to the starting 11, and now the Gunners are keen to make him stay. The Daily Mail says Mikel Arteta will make another attempt to keep the former England under-21 star before his current deal runs out. The striker may want assurances that he would start many games before staying, and it remains to be seen if the club can guarantee him that. Nketiah's return to form has been a good thing, and it naturally means we should keep him at all cost. However, we need an established striker that is more experienced than he is. If we got one in the summer, he might return to playing a bench role at the Emirates. Xhaka is open to captaining Arsenal again. Granit Xhaka has revealed he's open to becoming Arsenal's captain again, a dramatic U-turn after his fallout with the club's fans in 2019. The Swiss midfielder was stripped of the armband after he lashed out at the fans in frustration and ripped off his jersey. He nearly left in January 2020, but Mikel Arteta persuaded him to stay, and he has become an integral part of the Spaniards' team. Arsenal has had other captains since then, including Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Alexandre Lacazette. Oba left in January, and Lacazette could do the same in this summer. The Frenchman has not even been starting matches in recent weeks. This means Arteta may have to decide on a new leader at the end of this season. Xhaka has previously been running away from the role, but he reveals in a recent interview that he is now open to captaining the club again. The Swiss midfielder told Sky Sport, "I will never say never. I was not ready for that again. A captain of Arsenal can be without an armband, and I'm trying to lead the game and the players without the armband. But if tomorrow someone from the football club comes and asks if I want to take it, I will be here because I know I'm ready again to do it." Xhaka has been an important player for us in the last few seasons, and he has done more than enough to earn the forgiveness of the fans. However, he might never be our captain again if Martin Odegaard continues doing the job so well. The Norwegian looks suited for that role, and he will probably be our next permanent captain. Dimarzio says Arsenal star Gabriel could be a Manchester United target. Gianluca Di Marzio has told Vet Friendly that Arsenal centre-back Gabriel Magalhaes could be a target for Manchester United this summer, with Juventus also keen on signing the Brazilian. Speculation surrounding Gabriel and his Arsenal future is becoming much more common, it seems. Recent reports claimed that Barcelona were interested in signing the 24-year-old. It was suggested that Barca are his dream club, and he would not hesitate to make the move if they did make a bid. But others are also on the defender. Dimarzio has now suggested that Juventus could offer Arthur in a swap bid for Gabriel. Edu reportedly set up a deal for the midfielder in January before the Arsenal hierarchy decided against a move. But interestingly, the journalist also suggested that Manchester United could come calling for the Arsenal man, as he initially discussed the idea of Juventus targeting Aurelien Tchouameni. It would first require a sale of players like Arthur who could come to Arsenal. They wanted him as early as January and perhaps also next summer. There are discussions about an exchange with Gabriel, who could be a target for Juve's defense. He could be a target for Juventus or Manchester United, Dimarzio said. Arsenal need to keep Gabriel for as long as possible. He has been an outstanding signing since joining for around £23 million in 2020. He has formed a superb partnership with Ben White, and the pair should continue to grow together and they get older and gain more experience. Selling Gabriel would infuriate a lot of Arsenal supporters, and selling him to Manchester United cannot be an option. It's so hard to see Manchester United being the club Gabriel ends up joining should he end up leaving Arsenal in the near future. Rob Holding now shares what Mikel Arteta did in Arsenal dressing room at halftime at the London Stadium. Arsenal defender Rob Holding says Mikel Arteta gave his Gunners squad a telling off at halftime against West Ham. Holding's first Premier League goal in an Arsenal shirt had put his side 1-0 up before Jarrod Bowen made it 1-1 right before the interval. The Gunners of course recovered to get a crucial win through Gabriel, but Holding told the club's official website that Arteta was not happy at the break. "Yeah, we were a bit disappointed to concede that coming in just before halftime," said Holding before sharing what Arteta did next. "It would have been nice to go in 1-0, but he gave us all a shouting and telling off, and we came out and looked more like a team and played how he wanted to play. Yeah, the fans were calling to bring Rob Holding on, but he was already on," he joked. "It's what it's been like. Ben and Gabby have been great all year, and when I had to come on and try and help us secure the 3 points, it's vital for us, so to play the full 90 minutes and get the 3 points is even better." Arsenal are now back in the box seat in the race for the final Champions League place, with just 4 games of the season remaining. That rearranged North London derby looks like it will be all important at this stage, and of course it will be if the sides are within 3 points of each other by then. Dimarzio says Arsenal are in race to sign Aurelien Tchouamini. Gianluca Di Marzio has told Wet Fronde that Arsenal are on the Premier League sides interested in signing Aurelion Chuamini, with the midfielder keen to come to England in the future. Chuamini has established himself as one of the most exciting midfield talents playing in Europe right now. The 22-year-old is rapidly approaching a century of appearances for Monaco, but perhaps he may not get the chance to reach that milestone. He certainly looks set to attract a number of bids over the coming month. Reports have claimed that Liverpool have already made contact about a move. Meanwhile, it has been suggested that his asking price has been set at £59 million. Dimarzio has now claimed that Chuamini is ready to move to the Premier League, and one of the clubs keen on offering him that chance is the Gunners. A lot of clubs in the Premier League follow him: Arsenal, Manchester United, to name just 2. He would like to play in the Premier League. He stayed with Monaco for another year to wait for the chance to play in the Premier League. "I think it will be this summer he changes," Dimarzio said. "It would be quite something if Arsenal could sign Chuamini in the coming month. Certainly, plenty of their doubters will release writing of their hopes of getting a deal done. They are unlikely to be the favourites, but there is absolutely no question that he would prove to be an amazing signing for the Gunners. He is an outstanding holding midfielder who reads the game like few others, but he's also capable of making an impact going forward." Journalist claims Darwin Nunes is definitely coming to the Premier League. Darwin Nunes is a transfer target for Arsenal among a host of clubs ahead of the summer window opening next month. Edu has apparently spoken to Nunes' agent, but Newcastle, Tottenham and Liverpool have all been credited with an interest in the Benfica hitman. Champions League qualification could really boost Arsenal's hopes of landing the striker, and they are on pole position to finish 4th as it stands. Journalist Gianluca Di Marzio was asked for the latest on Nunes and claimed that the 22-year-old will come to the Premier League, but he did not say where. The situation has changed because with Jorge Mendes as a new agent, the best solution will certainly be found for him. Mendes works well in the Premier League, well in Spain. Barcelona already wanted him when he was at Almeria. He was very close to changing, he said. The former sporting director of Barca Raymond plans offered Almeria I think €8 million plus bonuses so that the player stays with Almeria for another year and comes a year later. Ronald Koeman wanted Luke de Jong, but still gave his consent. When the two parties were close to an agreement, Benfica intervened, offering around €22 million and signing the player immediately. When he arrived at Benfica, he scored 2 goals against Barca. Koeman said to plans on the plane after the game, "So this is this Nunes, because you wanted to sign." Nowadays, everyone knows about the potential of Nunes. Benfica is a club that sells its players for a lot of money, so it will be especially interesting for Premier League clubs because they have a lot of money available. They can bid between €50 million and €70 million as the clubs there are rich. Darwin Nunes will play in the Premier League, I don't know where, but at a club that needs a striker for its new project. Nunes looks set for a big move after an impressive campaign at Benfica, where he will also have caught the eye of Arsenal in the Champions League. Manchester City look occupied with Erling Haaland as well as Julian Alvarez, and Liverpool do not urgently need a new forward after signing Luis Diaz in January. That gives hope to clubs such as Arsenal that Nunes will choose them if he's bound for England, but their focus has to be getting in the top 4 list. Arsenal could sign Gabriel Jesus for just £40 million. Arsenal have been heavily linked with Gabriel Jesus in recent weeks. Now, the Express has claimed that the Gunners would have to pay £40 million to sign the Manchester City star. Arsenal are in need of bolstering their attacking ranks come the end of the season. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's January departure left Mikel Arteta with just 2 senior strikers. In addition, Alexander Lacazette and Eddie Nketiah are out of contract in the summer. It remains to be seen whether Arteta will offer them new deals and whether they will accept. However, it looks as though Arsenal have already got the ball rolling towards signing Jesus. David Ornstein told the Athletic Football podcast that the Gunners have all but agreed personal terms with him. He also claimed Arsenal are favourites to secure his signature, though it's not quite at the club discussion stage. If Man City sign Erling Haaland in the summer, it would push Jesus down the pecking order. The 25-year-old's contract expires in 2023, so this is the last chance City have of getting a decent sum for him. If they leave it until next year, he could leave for very little in January or for nothing in the summer. Prior reports claimed City wanted around £25 million for Jesus, but now they apparently after £40 million. Even with this higher fee, Jesus is a great shot for Arsenal in terms of potential new recruits up front. He's a world-class forward in the peak of his career and has considerable Premier League experience. Jesus, who Pep Guardiola has deemed incredible, is also versatile. He can play at centre forward as well as on the flanks, something which would suit Arsenal as well. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.